Hey everybody, and welcome to the January's lessons on what to learn for soul lessons from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck. So as with these, take a resonates if it doesn't. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. The Mintaka Experience on Facebook, Randy Mintaka 93 on YouTube, Randy Morningstar 747 on TikTok. Let's see what January has in store for us. So we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So this is a big lesson for a lot of us. We need to work on that guilt wound. Wherever we feel guilty, wherever we feel humiliation, wherever we feel shame, wherever we have taken like narcissistic abuse, not feeling good enough, feeling overly sensitive, feeling like hypervigilant, feeling like nobody wants us, feeling like nobody even cares, feeling like our best isn't good enough, feeling like we should have done this or could have done that. If we would have done this or that, then this would have happened. If we would have done that, then this would have happened, kind of a deal. Being able to speak the truth with humility and nobility, being able to work through your guilt and take accountability for your part, while forgiving yourself, forgiving other people. If forgiveness is not your bag, then go ahead and dismiss that. There are different kinds of closure other than just forgiveness. It just happens to help some people, so I do tend to mention it. Feeling ill or feeling mentally ill or being called delusional or sensitive or delusional or told to get help even when you're just asking questions, or you're seeking clarity, or you're advocating for rights of marginalized individuals, or you just simply don't know and you just honestly wanted to ask a question. It's one of those things where you may feel guilty for asking, but you're going to feel even guiltier if you don't ask. You're going to feel guilty for leaving, but you're going to feel even guiltier if you stay, kind of a deal. This could be talking in mindset, this could be talking living situation, this could be talking physical housing arrangements, this could be talking at work. Wherever you feel the most guilt, wherever you feel the most harm, wherever you feel the most isolated is where you need to work on. It looks like a lot of depression and anxiety due to not feeling like you were as good as you once were, or you are emotionally numb or catatonic, or you lost interest in things that used to please you, or you feel like doing something and then you start doing it and then it just all of a sudden doesn't feel like you should be doing it anymore. It's one of those things where working through the guilt and wondering why the guilt is there and how to best overcome the guilt is wisest. Knowing that your body gives you guilt signals as a receptor to something being incorrect, but not necessarily incorrect about you, but incorrect about the perception. Working on your perception bias is going to be your key here, especially for those that work with Uriel and those that work with underwater magic, or those that have a lot of gifted energies when it comes to emotional Reiki cleanses and empathy practices. A lot of truth telling can be helpful. Truces being made, making a truce within yourself, seeking clarity within an impasse comes to mind as well. But it looks like the ripple effect of holding in things, or people pleasing, or saying no, or having such low confidence that you've turned down jobs or turned down emotional ties or turned down romantic invitations due to like spiritual advice, or due to feeling humiliated, or due to feeling controlled, or a fear of being controlled, can also be hindering your progress. It looks like love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. This is why you're guilty sometimes, is because you love too much. It's not a bad thing to love a lot, and it's not a bad thing to love too little. It's just one of those things where love has consequences, even when they are positive ones. So committing to the practice of love, whether it be self-love, gratitude practices, accomplishment practices, daily routines like taking a daily shower, or putting on clean clothes, or doing a chore wheel once a week. Being able to see the good in things even when there seems to be none, like in abuse victims, how they could still see a glimmer of hope within the person, so they still stay, or they see a glimmer of hope within themselves. I'm not saying that the victim is to blame. I never do blame the victim for any kind of thing like that. But feeling like you are at blame because of the way you perceive how others have your situation, or how you appear to others when telling about the situation. This could be spiritual exhaustion. This could be due to religious bias. This could be due to I did it, therefore you can, or I see it a different way, therefore you're wrong kind of a deal. Feels like a lot of guilt due to like sexual trauma or emotional abuse from someone who you love or who claims to love you sticks out, especially for those that are love driven or have a lot of like guilt due to like past traumas from love and past home lives that are still feeling familiar even when it seems to have disappeared. Let's see. Commitment issues and fear of commitment and emotional vulnerability are key to work on too. So work on your fear of guilt, work on your fear of vulnerability, work on your fear of emotional manipulation. See where you're still gaslighting yourself. Because even if you're still telling yourself something's going to happen, you could just be draining yourself dry at that point. So just being aware of what else is going on, how everything can work out, and how you can benefit from everything as well as how everybody else can benefit. I know that I cannot change the past. So it looks like there's a lot of regret and guilt from the past. A lot of love that's been given out that seems to not be received. A lot of love still to give that you are afraid to give because of the guilt that you carry from the past, or from harming others, or from others harming you, or a little bit of both. Knowing that you can't change the past is a lot of lessons here. So a lot of PTSD, a lot of CPTSD working on, a lot of past life regression, a past life karma cleansing, Akashic record clearing, a lot of Nemazine record memory attainment. So learning a lot about what you've done in the past so it does not happen in the future. Even though you cannot change the past, that doesn't mean you cannot make sure that you take repercussions so that it does not repeat. There seems to be some parallels that are going to come on between the next 0 and 5 months. So between January and May, that are going to shape your future. Circles are very important, spirals are very important, and flowers are very important. It looks like there's going to be some form of feeling like you want to change the past and a wish to change the past, which has driven you to make the changes within your heart so far. But you now have to come to realize that those memories no longer serve that purpose, and it's now time to rid the memories that no longer serve you, exorcise the demons, banish all the memories and behaviors and habits that hold you back, and you will be able to shine a lot brighter. Blues, browns, and oranges stick out for colors to be aware of, whether that be color psychology, whether that be auras, whether that be eye color, clothing colors, flag color, hair color, whatever have you, even skin color at times. So just be aware of all of those lessons, and learn from the guilt, learn from the regret, and learn from love for January 2025. So always with these though, take what resonates and leave what does not. Thanks for joining.